kind of witchcraft you think JLO did to make 2025 her year? Just a question. Let me know what you think in the comments. So Jennifer Lopez is determined to make this year her year after the Ben Affleck horrors of 2024. This is what I find so interesting. When the divorce was happening, JLo fans were immediately, quickly, expeditiously trying to make Ben Affleck some type of an abuser, right? Like they were trying to portray him that way, and that somehow JLo got out of there with her very life, which I don't know about you guys. Like, I don't think that that's the case. When the fans want to make somebody look like a villain in a story, they can do that. And that's exactly what happened with JLo and Ben Affleck. Immediately, when people started noticing that something was going on in their paradise, okay, that they were taking separate trips, that maybe this Is Me Now movie was really a fraud to get people spending, and that they really weren't very happy together. It wasn't happily ever after. Immediately, the fans went in on the defense and made Ben Affleck into some monstrous beast. Even though JLo has never publicly made a statement against Ben, even though JLo has never publicly spoken out against Ben. Like, you can be team Jennifer Lopez, right? But why are we putting crimes on people that haven't committed them? Page 6 reported today on the 1st of February, that JLo is set to make 2025 her year because 2024 was the horror, right? It was the shit show year for her. If there's one thing you could say about Jennifer Lopez, is that she knows how to make a hell of a comeback. And she knows how to make a flop too. She does. The star was close to tears this week at the premiere of her new movie, Kiss of the Spider Woman, at the Sundance Film Festival in Utah. There was a standing ovation, not for the movie, which is important, I think, but for her, said the New York Post critic Johnny, who was at the premiere. The audience leaped to their feet when she walked out onto the stage. In fact, Lopez is already earning the 2026 Oscar buzz for the big screen version of the Tony-winning musical. So she might actually get like an Oscar in 2026. Which, like I said, if she works hard for it, okay, that's great. She's not taking music from other artists, vocals, not taking things from other people, and she earns it. Go, girl. You earned it. I can give flowers to somebody that earns something. Okay? I've been waiting for this moment my whole life, she told the crowd in Park City. The reasons I even wanted to be in this business is because my mom would sit me in front of the TV and West Side Story would come on once a year. I was mesmerized and I was like, that's what I want to do. This is the first time I actually got to do it. It's interesting when she's speaking about her mother, because in that documentary, she said her mother was a narcissist. Her dad's a Scientologist. Maybe that's why it's very, easy for her to kind of disconnect, from consequences, and maybe being able to see where she fucks up in certain areas or where she lacks. One thing the media is not reporting is the fact that the inmate in Michigan who's been suing Diddy, he's been wanting to bring JLo as a witness to his lawsuit. They're not talking about that. JLo has this media bot, okay? So maybe 2025 will be her year because she's able to buy a lot of these mother effers off. Okay? Funny how all of this is happening, and you got Diddy, her papi, okay, who's behind bars, and somehow she's not implicated in any of this. JLo's emotional appearance comes on the heels of her very own horrible, rocky 2024 year that saw the demise of what was supposed to be her fairy tale second chance with Ben Affleck. second chance. Supposed to be a fairy tale, y'all. She omitted a lot of information in her documentary, right? To get this like fairy tale thing going. Now I know the JLo fans are gonna come in here and say, Rabbit, look. That documentary, that movie was about self-love of herself, not self-love and other men. Okay. I mean, her bestie Jane Fonda told her, don't do it. A lot of people told her, don't do this documentary. Don't do it. And the girl did it anyways. But listen, I'm not part of that circle. So last year started off with the release of This Is Me Now, a love story, a fever dream musical trip through Lopez's 4 marriages, and the documentary The Greatest Love Story Never Told, which featured scenes with Affleck. She really thought that this was going to be like a Purple Rain production. Like she thought she was going to get some Oscars, some accolades. Like she really thought she was going to get. That's what she thought. She thought this was it for her. And it didn't work out. She thought the people were going to be able to connect with her in a different way, right? And it didn't happen. The people on TikTok trolled the hell out of her. Hell, all of us. We all had something to say about what JLo said or didn't do, or what the hell happened with JLo. All of us did. And part of it is because she's just not a genuine person. I think a lot of us can see through that. And although the singer came under fire for pushing their love story into the spotlight, including using Affleck's love letters for her new album, sources told Page Six that he was the brains behind the doc. Bullshit. That's what I'm saying. They're really good about pushing the narrative and putting fault. So now Ben Affleck, which is a rumor that I heard last year through the fan base, Ben Affleck is at fault. Is at fault for JLo's flippity floppity movie, documentary, and concert. No. So instead of her taking accountability for any of it, now it's Ben Affleck's fault. I told you guys, the media is really good about making someone into a villain. And then it takes people with some common sense to peel that onion and say, this onion, it stinks, girl. It stinks. Months later, the pair's marriage, which came more than 20 years after their first engagement, fell apart in public, while Lopez, This Is Me Now album met with poor reviews and sales. She canceled her concert tour. There you go. She wasn't hitting it anymore. Last year, tickets in comparison to other artists that were touring around the same time, her prices had to drop because she wasn't filling up a stage. And she wasn't filling up a stage just because she's not relatable to the people. Like she's not relatable to the Latinos in the community. And y'all might think I'm being mean and everything. Like I want to celebrate Latinos that are about Latinos. You know what I mean? For me, she takes from the Black community, from other communities, to then come back and circle back and then be Latina. Like suddenly she's from the Bronx. Suddenly she's from the Bronx when it's convenient to her. When it's convenient to her, she'll tap into the community when it's convenient to her versus just being about the community. The girl donated her clothes during the California fires. Leonardo DiCaprio donated like $1 million. You mean to tell me that the girl didn't have $1 million? And I'm not saying that their clothes is not worth something, but what are they supposed to fucking do with the clothes? They supposed to sell it and then bring money to it? Girl, donate money. This makes no sense to me whatsoever. And now she's house shopping, my understanding, in the same areas. People lost their homes. And she over there sucking on a lollipop, trying to house shop. Now Lopez is ready to reinvent. There's a lot of positivity for the year ahead. said a source who knows Lopez. It's a big year for her. I mean, she better get an Oscar, y'all. I mean, honestly, she better get an Oscar. Girl been doing the most. Give her a fucking Oscar. Give her a Grammy. Give her something. Give her a fucking Tony. The only time she's ever gotten a certificate was at the VMAs in the 2000s. Somebody give her something. Her Hollywood career is soaring. Her divorce from Affleck was finally wrapped up in early January. Oh, it's official? Well, there's that. But that doesn't mean he's out of her life yet. Affleck produced Kiss of the Spider Woman, along with the longtime BFF Matt Damon through their company Artist Equity. Lopez herself is also an executive producer. If the movie, which has yet to be bought by a distributor, receives any award nominations, the pair could easily end up in the same room or even on the same stage. Listen, y'all don't think they hooking up in the on the low low? Is it really over? Like publicly the divorce was there, you know what I mean? We all saw it, but is it really over? Like, I don't know. The exes also teamed up on Lopez's last movie, the drama Unstoppable, in which she played the mother of a wrestler who was born with one leg. That film premiered in the Toronto Film Festival in September, just 2 weeks after Lopez's file for a divorce. She turned up in a fuck it revenge dress, which opens with open sides to show off her incredible toned body. Yeah, she had one of those dresses. Which, like I said, I'm not knocking the woman for looking gorgeous. Like, she's a gorgeous looking woman. But to me, there's nothing authentic about JLO. It's just, there hasn't been. As Page Six revealed at the time, Affleck was nowhere to be seen in any of the screenings, surely by design. As a Hollywood Awards insider told us the director and the cast can be the face of the film, producers don't need to be there. Despite their breakup, Lopez remains close to Affleck's kids, Violet, Serafina, and Sam. And Serafina is best pals with Emmy, one of Lopez's 16-year-old twins, along with brother Max. We're also told that Lopez is close to their mom, Affleck's first wife, Jennifer Gardner. They're still communicating. They're still in good terms. Okay. As for Affleck 52, he's moved on and has bought a new home in Brentwood area of LA near Gardner. As we revealed, he was spotted with Kick Kennedy, the daughter of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. this summer, and the pair are believed to have a casual friendship and relationship. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Listen, JLo said this is her year. 2025 is gonna be her year. All right. What do y'all think about that? I mean, let me know. And by the way, some of y'all have missed my JLo commentary videos. So guess what? Guess what, my friends? We're back on this commentary of JLo because you guys have emailed me and said, Rabbit, what's up? Would love it. Love it when you drag the JLo. I said, okay, I'll drag the JLo every once in a while when there's something to give commentary about. But y'all know how I feel about JLo. I have said it in more than one video. I've exposed JLo multiple times, but she said that 2025 is her year. Okay, well, we shall see. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.